I'm Isaac and I'm doing my teaching textbooks really early.
That's right.
In this day in the life video, I'm going to share with you how we can get our schoolwork done before lunchtime. Like seriously, before lunchtime, and it is a full day of schoolwork. As you can see, full day of schoolwork right there on the board. No joke. But seriously, as you watch this video, I'm really hoping that you can get some tips, ideas, some things that you can do and add to your homeschool day so that you're able to get your schoolwork done before lunchtime. And if not that early, they can get their schoolwork done earlier in the day. So you guys can have some more free time, some more family time, just more time. My name is Leilani. I have 4 beautiful children, and the youngest does have Down syndrome, and we are officially preschooling her at home, of course, with my other 3 children as well. Quick side note, this is a collaboration, and the playlist is down in the description box below. It is hosted and put together by my dear friend Megan from Pennies and Salt, so do make sure that you go over and check out her channel because she is full of wisdom, full of knowledge, especially when it comes to homeschool curriculum and of course her homemaking, gardening, all that fun stuff. So let's just get started with waking up and having breakfast. Now, I am not a morning person. I'm gonna be the first one to admit it right here. In fact, I don't think we actually get started with our schoolwork until 9 o'clock, which is really pushing it, but I was just really tired. Now, there's a lot of tips I'm gonna share with you today, but there are 3 major ones that I like to focus on. The first one is I wanna make sure that all their schoolwork is set out the night before on the board. I am coming out with a video, a plan with me video. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel and click on that bell notification so when it comes out, you do get to see how I planned the night before. Number 2, I try to make sure that my kids are self-sufficient, independent, that they're able to get the food on their own, their work on their own. There's actually times where they help each other out or somebody is helping Naomi out or I'm working with another child. So we work together as a team, teamwork in a sense, teamwork. Hey Isaac, actually, can you come here? Can you listen to your sister read? I love you. All right, sit down where I am. I'll take her to the bathroom. All right, we're gonna go to the bathroom.
You must not choose.
And number 3 is kind of obvious, their work. Some is independent, like I said before, but some we do together as a group. That's just it, we do it together. That's kind of an obvious one. Now, working in groups is great. Doing family studies is great, but in the mornings, I really like them to do their work independently, especially since I'm potty and training my youngest. This really takes some training. This didn't happen overnight. But what I mean by this is I've picked out curriculum that I know that they can work with. They pick what they want to do. They pick how long they want to work on it. There's incentives, and they always get to pick what's next. And they get to make their little check marks on the board when they're done. Now with my first grader, I do have to sit with her a little bit more because she is younger. And with my boys, I do like to check their work, go over it a little bit. But for the most part, they're working on their own. So what are you working on?
After this, I'm gonna work on
IW. But what are you working on now? Can you show me what you have? We are in the bathroom, and guess who peed in the toilet? Yay!
Just going this in.
You're gluing it in. This is ancient Egypt, which we did a whole lesson yesterday, so this is kind of a review. And that one's Bible, right? Okay, so we have about 20 minutes till Naomi has to go to the bathroom again, so I'm gonna use this time to sit down with Hannah and do some reading. Good.
Bring the house to
It is 10:30. Hannah is done with everything except for her math. And I'm gonna give her a little bit of a break to play with Naomi. If you weren't watching before, what Naomi was doing is she was getting everything out and playing with it. But we also made sure that after she was done playing with it, that we put it up before you got the next item out. So this is kind of what we do with Naomi during the day. Now Naomi wants to do a puzzle. Hannah, do you want to do the puzzle with Naomi?
No.
Okay, so.
Cause I'm hungry.
Okay, you can have an orange, but can you do the puzzle after you eat the orange? Now, I guess this is a bonus because food is like a big issue with kids. They want to eat all the crazy time. And quite honestly, whenever they get schoolwork that's kind of hard for them, the first thing they say is, I'm hungry. At least my kids do. Seriously. Time to do schoolwork.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, like that. But I have a routine. The kitchen is closed at 9, meaning there is no more getting breakfast at all until lunchtime. However, I also leave out food that is quick and easy to grab. Today I have mandarin oranges, like a lot of oranges, and then I have peanuts. This is a special treat for them today, but these are quick and easy when they're hungry. They just kind of pop them in their mouth and they don't complain. I also made some toast, or actually some bagels this morning. Nobody wanted them, so they're just gonna sit here. So this happens. My son did not finish his breakfast. He didn't finish a lot of his breakfast. I hate throwing away food. So I'm actually gonna wrap this up, stick it in the fridge, and if he says to me I'm hungry, guess what he's eating? What do you wanna do after you eat the orange?
Color.
You wanna color?
And then color mine. And then
Okay, can you do me a favor when you're coloring? Listen, when you're coloring, can Naomi color with you? Can you share?
I'm gonna be doing my Bible. Ow.
You gotta be careful with that, swing girl. All right, go get your orange. Hannah, go get your orange, take a break, and then we'll get the coloring book. And then Naomi, you wanna color?
And then I will do my math.
Doing lines. Can you show me a line, Naomi? That's a scribble. Ooh, there you go, you get the lines. Can you do circles? Can you do circles? That's lines. Can you do a circle?
Naomi, circle. Circle.
There you go! Good job, Naomi. Oh my gosh, I have to kiss you and hug you. And she went to the bathroom. Yay! Now, I will say my kids do get distracted whenever I have to leave them. So I do have to constantly remind them. I know you're not seeing all of that, but I do have to remind them to get on task. I ask them, what are you doing? What are you supposed to be doing? Why aren't you sitting down? Where do you belong? To remind them what they're supposed to be doing, but I also wait for them to give me an answer. I want them to know. And if they don't know, then I'll tell them. But usually they know. They know what they're supposed to be doing, and they know they're off task. Especially if they say they know they're supposed to be somewhere. So I'm gonna go check to make sure the 3 of them are on task. Well, Hannah's coloring. The 2 of them, the 2 boys, are on task. Okay, with each of these, they have something different on them. So what does this say?
Science and technology.
Right. What does this say?
Boats.
Right.
Hydrophysics.
So this is hieroglyphics. I'd be impressed if we were doing hydrophysics. Is that a thing?
I thought it was.
Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. And what does this say?
Great.
Sphinx. That's the Great Sphinx. So you have a couple of these books. I'm going to kind of help you a little bit.
Books?
Okay, so here's where it talks about it. That's good. You found it. The Sphinx. So read this and then write a sentence or 2 about this. Okay, so start with this one. So part of the Egyptian science is their architecture. So what do you notice about their architecture, honey? Please look down here. What do you know about their, yeah, you can tell me. What do you know about their architecture?
They're made of bricks. Made of bricks. That they live inside it.
Yeah, they buried people they loved inside of it. What is it made out of?
A pyramid.
Right, and so they had to figure out the math. Remember we talked about that? To get the right.
The sky invented it.
Yeah, a guy invented it. That's very good. But we don't know who invented it. They just had to do precise math.
The designer.
The designer, precise math to get the exact shape of the pyramid. So that's part of science. You finished it. Good job, buddy. Oh, yeah. All right. That's awesome. Enter 10 on your abacus. Okay. Enter another 10 on the second wire. Okay, there are two names for this amount. So usually we say 20. Say 20. Okay. So Hannah is 100% done with her schoolwork. Naomi, she's done a bunch of stuff. She'll probably just keep playing with her stuff. Isaac is done with his schoolwork minus piano, but that is not his fault. Ethan is done with his schoolwork minus piano, which is not his fault. And he's in the middle of typing the last bit of his IEW. So what are we gonna do the rest of the day? Well, I gotta make lunch. And I don't know, there's a book I wanna read with the kids, and we might go to the playground, play some Roblox. And of course, even though this is just one day in the life, it doesn't mean that every single day has this exact thing. In fact, we go to therapy someday and our school doesn't start till we get home, which is like 1 o'clock. You have to be on top of it. You have to be on top of every little thing that your kid does, and you can't be sitting and snacking and playing on your phone during schoolwork time. Don't forget to check out the link in the description box below with the playlist of all of my other friends sharing their day in the lives. And make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can see our potty training journey, how I plan with me. I'm gonna give you a tour of my brand new homeschool room, that kind of stuff. So right now I'm gonna stick some videos around my face so you can check those out. And until then, I will see you in our next video. Bye.